My life is so dot dot dot. Fill in the blanks. Hi there. I'm Julie Turner, julieturner.ca, and today we're going to talk a little bit about your emotional bar, or maybe your set point, we'll call it. We'll see how it goes. But before we get to the content, if you could please like, share, subscribe, I would be very, very grateful. All right. My life is so. What do you find yourself experiencing over and over and over again in life? For some people, it's excitement. For some people, it's challenge. For some people, it's sadness. We all have a different emotional set point or an emotional bar. And I've been coming up against that a lot in my private practice. And it's always interesting to me to see how each individual mind works. And yes, you all have very different history, you have very different reasons, you have very different mechanisms that run you. You know, we're all humans, we have some similarities, of course, but the fact is that we are all wandering around the world with our own beliefs of what is real, what is normal, what is, what the world is all about. So I'll explain a little bit, I'll give a couple of case scenarios. Now, please remember that your set point or your emotional bar does not have to remain where it is. It is what it is at this moment, but it doesn't have to remain that way. And you may have already accidentally or on purpose already worked on shifting this. For myself, for example, my emotional bar used to always be set at lonely. I often felt lonely, and it didn't really matter where I was. That was where my emotional bar was set, that slight, loneliness. And now my emotional bar is set at excitement. My version of excitement is obviously. So what that looks like is, let's use another analogy. Like you love the color red and you acknowledge that you love the color red. Now that I'm saying red, if you look around, you're going to see red. It's going to stand out to you. But if your emotional set point is lonely, no matter the situation, you're going to find a way to see or feel lonely. So if your emotional set point is excitement, then you're going to see and feel excitement no matter where you look. Now, lots of people have an issue in relationships where their set point is really not serving them at all. So if their set point is, I always cause disappointment, then they're going to only recognize when the people around them are disappointed, and they're going to feel like that's on them. So they're going to be like, I can't do anything right. Everybody's always disappointed. I'm sure that you've heard that. And honestly, in my past, I've been like, okay, that you're just playing the victim card, right? But what I understand now, after working in this area for much longer than then, is that it's not that they are playing the victim card. It is sincerely what their mind is looking for. So how do we change our set point? Well, awareness, as I often say, is key. So if you are aware, if you sit down for a moment and write out what you experience most, and maybe it's the thing that you really, really want to get rid of. It's like, I'm really tired of feeling sad all the time. Yet you feel sad all the time because you haven't actually realized that your mind is giving you all of these things to recognize sad. Because that's what you've said you have. Like, I'm always sad all the time. Your mind's like, yes, sad. Okay, I'll point out sad everywhere you go. It's not a problem. Got it. I'm here for you. I got your back. So how about we realize what it is that we tend to have our emotional bar or our set point at, so that we can change that. Because you actually can. We can be smarter than our own minds. Our minds are simply, they are under our control, believe it or not. I know sometimes it doesn't feel like they are, but there's two different ways of thinking. You can say, I want to think about something, and you then think about it. We can actually control our dreams that way as well. But just for example, I want you to think about what you're going to have for dinner. And you can do that. You can think about what you're going to have for dinner. But the other way that our mind works is as you're wandering around, doing your thing, and your mind just kind of wanders off, it goes where it wants to. It goes to its set point. Do you see the difference? That you can actually ask your mind to look for certain things or to do certain things, or you can leave it to its own devices. You tell me which one is working better for you. And then we train our minds. We train our minds to look for other things. And we can train our minds simply through behavioral situations, or we can train it through hypnosis. There's many different ways to train it, but you can train your mind. You can be smarter than your mind. All right, so a little bit of homework for you. Sit down and think about where your set point is, and if it's where you want it to be. Like I said, I like the set point of excitement. That's not a bad set point for me. Previously, it was loneliness. So I'm not saying that I never ever feel lonely by any means, but I'm not looking for lonely. I'm looking for excitement. And as I always joke, like I get excited when I buy a new package of gum. I can find excitement anywhere because I'm looking for it. All right. Hopefully that helps you guys. If you need any support, have any questions on this, julieturner.ca. You can book a strategy session and we can just have a chat, or just book a session, or just send me a message. Always happy to hear from you. All right. Thank you guys so much, and enjoy the rest of your day. And please remember to like, share, subscribe. It helps me out immensely. Thank you. Bye for now.